All right, here we are for Web Chat with the Mayor, and this week's meeting, Pat, falls on the Thursday right before the Good Friday and the Easter holiday weekend, so probably a good time to maybe slip a scandal in here this week.
Certainly, politically, if you ever have any bad news, most political pundits are always telling you make the announcement on Thursday, and then with a long weekend, by the time you come back on Tuesday, maybe the issue's disappeared, but I don't have any surprises. So.
Well, I think in the age of social media, that is a kind of a dying breed, so to speak. But in taking a look, there is a busy agenda coming up here on Thursday night, and you're going to get a presentation from the project manager of a major project that's going to happen on the 401 in our area. What's going to be happening this year, Pat?
Well, this is a project from the Department of Highways to build a new bridge on Norwich Ave crossing the 401. They were in town last year, and they had a public information meeting where they showed, I think, 8 different options, everything from a conventional cloverleaf to options that had roads flying over each other, to a concept where as you came off the 401 you would be greeted by a roundabout. But anyways, they're coming on Thursday night to indicate that their preferred solution is what I guess could be described as a conventional cloverleaf or a conventional overpass. Thank you very much. Interesting. One of the reasons they've picked this is because it's the most economical to do. So maybe they were listening to the provincial budget on last week. But it's a project that they'll be doing the presentation tonight. There'll be a public information out at Golf Hall next Wednesday on the 11th, where people can go out and view it. There'll be more consultation. Then eventually they'll go to tender, and it's a project that will probably take a couple years before it gets started as they go through the process, and it'll probably be a year of inconvenience, but they've indicated to us that as they do the project, the lanes will remain open over the 401, so there won't be major detours. There'll be waits, but not major details, but predominantly an improvement to the intersection so that it handles current traffic loads and traffic loads in up to the year 2031.
All right, well, that's going to be a big project. We'll certainly keep tabs on that. Your final report on the paratransit program review has come in, and we're going to be reviewing this as well Thursday night, Pat.
That's correct. The consultant that's been hired will be doing his final report. He's been to town a few times. The report's changed a little, but fundamentally it's the same. And it's a program. The city was concerned. We started a program to provide public transit for people that had accessibility issues. And with the province coming out with new rules and new requirements, it's put some issues, certainly a cost sustainability on this program. And so as a result, we've taken a look at it. And the presentation will be coming forward on Thursday. He'll be doing a presentation to the Accessibility Committee. We'll still have some public meetings on it, so we're not approving this report on Thursday night.
Coming up here on Thursday night that caught my eye certainly is that we still owe some money on a couple of stimulus projects that were done here in the city, the Art Gallery and the Cowan Park project. What's happening with this report and what we still owe?
This is a report that's come forward. The city has issued debentures for both of these projects. And as the invoices have come in and as we've reconciled with the Build Canada Fund, we still have these outstanding amounts to take care of. The $450,000 we talked about previously with the Art Gallery, and now we're going to be debenturing it. That was something that was said well over a year ago. With Cowan Park, Build Canada took a look at some of the invoices we submitted that were submitted for the project. They didn't think they fell into the construction definition, and so therefore they've said they won't cover those, and so there was an extra $115,000. Now we've issued a debenture, but not for the full amount. So staff actually didn't really need to bring the report to council. They could have just issued it, but we thought it was important to let councillors know, let the public know why these new debentures are being issued, even though the previous approval was there to do it.
And so after this, are we clear of, owing money from the stimulus projects?
Yes, we're all in order now with the Build Canada Fund and infrastructure, Ontario Infrastructure Canada. So now we're on our own.
Are we happy though with the result of that? I mean, we got a couple of new facilities in the city, even though it did cost us some money. Well,
again, it's in the long term, it will be how great these facilities are used. The art gallery, we're going to do something with the art gallery. We had to get out of that Hunter Street, what was at Hunter Street, so we had to improve that. The soccer complex, likely the city wouldn't have built that if the Build Canada Fund hadn't come along. And certainly if the soccer club hadn't taken the lead on that particular project, it wasn't a project that was at the top of the city's list to build an indoor soccer field. So that project, if it wasn't for the Build Canada, the infrastructure money, that probably wouldn't have happened.
All right, well, we'll look forward to these issues, and there's many others on the list as well, so you'll have to stay tuned in to Heart FM through the Easter weekend, right, Pat?
That's correct.
Thanks a lot.